Hello, and welcome back to another Tuesday Truth with Thera-Mom. I'm Kelly Richardson, and happy summer, everyone. Here we are in the middle of summer, and I'm glad you're back. So today's Tuesday Truth goes out to parents of teenagers, and it is that the key to dealing with an angry teenager is to stay calm. And I know that maybe seems really simple or not effective in helping, but if we can remember and remind ourselves to stay calm when we have an angry teenager, it is just going to guarantee better results. Might not guarantee perfect results, but it is definitely going to guarantee better results. You know, as parents, we always think of little kids as having temper tantrums. But the truth of it is teenagers can have temper tantrums too. It just looks a little different because they're a little bit bigger. And I remember, obviously I've had times, as any parent does, where we've yelled at our kids. And probably like as a parent, the moments I regret the most in my parenting times are the times that I've yelled at my kids. And everybody's done it. Every parent's yelled at their kids. It's normal. It's a human response. But it is something we do have to work on as parents because we're all guilty of it. But if we can become aware of making better choices when we're dealing with an angry teenager, we can guarantee ourselves better results. I remember last year we went whitewater rafting with some friends. And the whitewater rafting guide told us as we were, in our boat and talking, she said that as people are coming up to the rapids, kind of the scary part of the rafting experience, where the water's really fast and it can, kind of get your adrenaline going, people's natural reaction is to scream. And she said, but if you scream, you're going to miss my instructions and my directions on how to get through it a lot smoother and without tipping the boat and without taking in all of this water. So if you just stay calm and kind of row on and listen to her directions, we would get through it faster and quicker and without, having any injuries or anybody fall out of the boat or anything. And I remember thinking, gosh, that is such a good analogy for parenting, because if we're yelling at our kids, we're not hearing what they're saying. And if they're yelling and we're yelling, nobody's in rational mind and nobody's thinking clearly. So we're not going to get through the rapids fast and easy. We're going to get through it with somebody falling out and getting injured and people losing their tempers. When we yell and we yell back and forth, the effectiveness of the communication is gone. One of the things that I recommend to my patients if they're dealing with kind of angry teenagers is to learn in their homes to take a 10 and a 10. And a 10 and a 10 is 10 yards away for 10 minutes. And if we were to just sit here and be quiet for 10 minutes, it's a good amount of time to kind of get your heart rate down, take some breaths, get rational thinking, kind of be able to formulate your thought process in a much better way. And we're more likely when we come back after a 10 and a 10 to be able to communicate more effectively and without yelling and in a calm way. And one of the things that I heard that I've always loved for parents is that if you're dealing with an angry teenager, the 3 C's that you got to remember are calm face, calm voice, and calm body. And if you can remember those 3 C's, as you're dealing with the angry teenager, you're probably going to be able to navigate it in a way where it doesn't blow up or explode and where you're not screaming. One of the things we have to remember is like self-control is a muscle, and the more we use it, the stronger it gets. So if we as a parent exercise our self-control and don't scream and yell, then that's going to be modeling to our teenager how to not do that when they're upset as well. Because if we yell, they yell, really what we're teaching them is that, everybody screams when they're angry, and that's not the most effective way to deal with things. So just remembering calm face, calm voice, calm body when you're dealing with an angry teenager is going to get you so many better results. And thinking about it like that river raft guide, that if we're screaming, we're going to miss the points that we need to hear. That's going to help us get through those rapids a lot easier. And that's the goal, because, there's going to be smooth water and there's going to be rapids. And that's parenting. That's part of what we deal with. So, Tuesday truth is the most important thing, dealing with a teenager who's angry or upset. We all have them, right? And the other thing really quickly I want to point out is, don't take it personal. If your teenager is yelling or upset with you, I would say 90% of the time it's probably about something else. They're dehydrated, or they're tired, or they're overwhelmed, or they're not getting along with their friends, or there's something else happening. They just happen to project it on us. But most of the time it's not about us. Maybe we're setting the boundaries, and maybe they're upset about boundaries being set, but there's probably other things going into that. So if we can remind ourselves, if they're upset, not to take it personally, to stay calm, calm mind, calm voice, calm body, we're going to have much better results in working through it and modeling self-control and allowing them that space to be angry, but to also know how to effectively communicate it and get through it, so we can get to kind of the smoother water, which is way more fun and such a better place to be. So have a great week. I look forward to next week for another Tuesday Truth. I'm Thera-Mom, and I'll talk to you soon. As always, love on your teenagers. Have a good week. Bye-bye.